In life's journey, some words touch the heart. Those golden words we bring to you.
You're sitting on the edge of your bed, phone in hand, staring at a chat screen that is gone silent. You've done everything right. Complimented her, made plans, listened to her stories, even made her laugh. But now, she's gone cold. Her replies are short. Her enthusiasm vanished. You tell yourself, maybe she's busy, maybe she'll come around. So you try harder, send another text, another meme, another attempt to prove your worth. But she doesn't take coming closer. She drifts further away. Then you notice something strange. The guy who barely texted her back, the one who never seemed to care, he's the one she's now obsessed with. The illusion breaks. You realize that in this modern world, the more you chase, the faster they run, and the ones who hold their ground attract without effort. What I'm about to tell you isn't a dating trick. It's a biological truth. Buried deep inside the human brain, the biological truth. Evolution's unwritten code. Let's go back thousands of years. In the ancient wild, the man who chased everything, food, danger, approval, rarely survived. But the man who waited, who observed, who moved only when necessary, he thrived. That pattern became hardwired into human attraction. Women are biologically tuned to detect selectivity. A man who doesn't chase is subconsciously seen as abundant, dominant. So he gives off a signal that says, I have options, I have control. And the human brain, especially the female brain, is programmed to seek value through challenge. Certainty kills curiosity. Predictability kills desire. So when you become too available, too eager, too emotionally exposed to primal brain, labels you as safe, predictable, unexciting. Brother, in the biological marketplace of desire, neediness is repellent, indifference is currency. The mechanism, the psychology of indifference. Now let's talk chemistry. When you chase someone, your brain releases dopamine, the pleasure chemical of pursuit. But here's the twist. When the reward never comes, dopamine crashes, and you become addicted to trying harder. Meanwhile, her brain experiences the opposite. When you show indifference, when she can't predict your next move, her brain releases dopamine and adrenaline. She becomes intrigued, hooked by uncertainty. That's the psychological mechanism. The less predictable you are, the more her brain tries to decode you. You become the puzzle she wants to solve, the storm she wants to understand. But when you chase, when you're too transparent, the game ends before it begins. There's no mystery left to unlock. This isn't manipulation, it's human nature. Indifference isn't about playing games. It's about emotional equilibrium, the power to stay calm while others lose control. The warning signs, when you're losing power. Let me paint the picture, my friend. You text her good morning, every morning. You ask, did I do something wrong? When she doesn't reply, you rearrange your plans just to be available for her. You're always waiting, hoping, over. Those are the warning signs that you've slipped from masculine composure into emotional submission. She doesn't lose interest because you're kind. She loses interest because you've become predictable, emotionally dependent. Now look at the other man, the one she keeps coming back to. He doesn't text often. He replies when he wants to. He's not cold, he's simply centered. He values peace over attention, and that's why she chases him. Indifference is not cruelty. It's emotional self-respect, the refusal to beg for what should be freely given. The social conspiracy. How the system programs you to chase. Now here's the part they don't tell you. Modern society wants men to chase. Romantic movies glorify the desperate hero, the man who wins love through obsession. Social media tells you to prove your worth. Pop culture labels stoic men as emotionally unavailable. And so, generation after generation, men are taught to give everything attention, time, validation, while receiving nothing in return. Even feminism, twisted by modern culture, preaches independence for women, but demands emotional servitude from men. The result? A society full of men who've been domesticated to please instead of programmed to lead. Brother, The world rewards the man who stays grounded while others drown in emotion. That's not toxic. That's balance. The inevitable collapse. The fall of the chaser. Every man who chases too long eventually hits the same wall. He's drained. He's lost himself trying to win someone else. His identity becomes tied to her response. Her approval, he stares at his phone waiting for her text, scrolls through her photos at night, and starts believing it wasn't enough. That's the collapse, when the chaser finally breaks under the weight of his own emotional dependency. He becomes cynical, bitter, even angry at women, not realizing the real enemy was his own lack of control. The tragedy is not rejection. It's self-abandonment, the bitter truth. The harsh reality if you accept. Here's the bitter truth, brother. You can't convince someone to desire you. You can't talk your way into attraction. You can't beg your way into respect. Every woman desires a man who can stand alone, because independence is the ultimate display of emotional power. Love doesn't follow words. It follows energy, and nothing radiates power more than a man who can walk away. Indifference is not apathy. It's clarity. It's knowing that your value doesn't depend on someone's response. In the end, desire doesn't bloom from chasing. It blooms from mystery, confidence, and peace. The solution framework. The Stoic awakening. So what's the way out? How do you rise above the chaos? You become unshakable. Cultivate detachment. Care, but never cling. Give but never beg. Walk away the moment respect leaves the room. Build self-sufficiency. Focus on your body, your craft, your mission. A man on purpose radiates energy stronger than any text message. Master emotional minimalism. Speak less. Listen more. Let silence build tension, not anxiety. Practice stoic control. You control your effort, not the outcome. You don't chase, you attract, by simply existing in your frame. Remember this, brother, indifference is not the absence of emotion. It's the command of emotion. The most desired men don't chase. They stand still in their power and let the world come to them. Because, in the end, the man who masters indifference masters the game of life itself.
Life is short, but words live long. See you next time with more golden words. Until then, take care and keep smiling.